the Hunter Museum. And also for you all, thanks for being here. I have two pieces. And first one's kind of light-ish. It's off of the piece right there. And then the second one, it's a bit heavy. It's a bit heavy. I think good art can like pick you up, and it also can like super ground. So nappy-headed, where you headed? Mirror, mirror, never said it. If it's of no use, then don't set it. You a rose, of course you read it. North Pole, needle you threaded. I suppose it's baking 'cause you bred it. Don't mind the time it's taking. The bad wolf inside, what you fed it. You know they lied when they said it. They playing both sides, can't be vetted. Nappy-headed, where you headed? You ain't too loud, you ain't too aggressive. To those broken-hearted, God is more connected. You're first to be seen and overlooked, but last to be selected. You're not too dark or too light. You got a big heart, though you don't smile. Your hands carry the sun, you light up every room. You bring warmth where they put ice. You make everyone belong, even though they don't think you're nice. Nappy-headed, where you headed? Thank you. And now for the second piece, it's titled King Leopold II, and it's based off of this piece. And so viewer discretion, ears discretion, this is a heavy one, y'all. Like, bro, yeah. Does art imitate life? Or does life, oh, I forgot to mention. So in the middle of the poem, there's a poem that I inserted from a lynching postcard that the person wrote this poem. And so I didn't write this piece, another person wrote it that looked nothing like me, but you know. Does art imitate life or does life imitate art? History does not respect time, it can only tell heart. This was done in Belgium with real body parts. But this is America. We would never, but we did. Strange fruit consumed by view, often by more than a few. Children and adults attended. It was family approved. Lynching postcards, strange fruit, photo booth, strike a pose underneath the broken neck. They tell me I have black friends. I tell them I have white enemies. This is only the branch of a dogwood tree, an emblem of white supremacy. A lesson once taught in the pioneer school that this is a land of white man's rule. The red man once in an early day was told by the whites to mend his way. The Negro now by eternal grace must learn to stay in the Negro's place. In the sunny South, the land of the free, let the white supreme forever be. Let this a warning to all Negroes be, or they'll suffer the fate of the dogwood tree. History does not respect time. Does art imitate life or does life imitate art? It can only tell heart. Thank you.
I find myself lost in the weeds, lost in the needs of others, forging new life in the midst of the sun. I am one. One with the paths I have chosen to take and the decisions I have to make. Folded layers of earth engulf me as I fight to see the world around me. I'm more than what befalls upon the eyes. There's life here, a dream that hasn't been fulfilled here. Can you see it? Beauty. I am beauty, enveloped within every seam, meant to be deeply rooted exactly where I am. But the remnants of me you can see if you only choose to. But maybe I'm a mess, masterfully constructed from the earth, mother to many, friend to none. From root to stem, a random collection of thoughts and ideas made to fly by the sun. See, I'm no stranger here. I am the neighbor to chaos, and when the sun sets and the seasons turn cold, there is no loss. Only power from a place of peace to nourish the soul is the pleasure I seek. I'm at the corner of where nature versus nurture meet. Giver of life, meant to sustain the heat of 1,000 eyes and 1,000,000 whys. I exist because I can. Just look and see. But it's not a mystery that when you look at me, there's a little bit of history and hypocrisy that you're going to need to purge and miscarry if you're to understand my legacy. Because when you look at me, all you see is that I'm a mess, destined to not be understood, and maybe I'll never be understood. But the value of my existence comes at the price of your assistance in helping me grow beyond what you can see. A mess. I'm beautifully constructed. Me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So any questions, thoughts? Yes.
Part of that painting spoke to you?
To be honest with you, it was very hard to pick between all of the pieces, the landscape pieces that were displayed, but it was the colors in this one, and then I was close up on it, and it's a mess, but the more that I stood back, it seems like the picture kind of came together. It was just something about the colors that just kind of spoke with me, and I kind of sat with the piece for a while, and this was the one that just kind of spoke to me. And it was like the more I stood back from it and kind of observed it from different angles, it just kind of had took on a different meaning the further away you looked from it. Thank you. Any other thoughts?
And the picture are both beautifully constructed.
Thank you very much. It was an honor. I love doing anything with the Hunter.
Did you purposely want your headband to match the picture?
No. No, not at all. I'm typically a very colorful person anyway. Even though I'm in all black, I always have some type of pop of color. So I think that's why these pieces kind of spoke to me. I love color. Color just brings out an emotion in me that I can't explain. So, but thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Anything else? Awesome. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Thank you.
So I am going to do a piece that's called Long Range Residue and Me. What do you see? What do you see when you look at me? What is your take when you take me in? Can you go beyond the surface, beyond the layers of my skin? I defy definition. On me, labels do not stick. You can call me whatever you want. Just know my composition's thick. Behold my forms and shapes, do they amuse? In different lights, I am different hues. In whichever configuration that you choose, you'll find my textures, my rhythms, my blues. I'm studying you, studying me, pondering, questioning what it is you see. I am art, subject to interpretation. However I am perceived, it's limited to your imagination. How can you possibly see all there is to see? How long would it take for you to get to know me? I'm checking you, checking me out. Is that a hint of recognition of what I'm all about? A revelation of my insides out? A living representation of myself, and still there's doubt. The longer I hold your gaze, can you see yourself? a collection of cells, simply organisms, sharing our internal wealth. Did you find a color that you prefer? Is that the thing that makes a connection occur? Or is it my shape that catches your eyes? The movement of my totality catching you by surprise? I'm not complicated. I'm complex. A compilation of concepts without any specs. No blueprint, no script, but intentionally put together, intricately constructed without any tether. The inner workings of my art, my multifaceted fabrication, mesmerizes to impart the outer work of intimation. Reaching, expanding, floating in space, perhaps a coral reef you'll see. Can you catch my lashes stretching to a dimension beyond the three? Are there layers unseen that you'd care to explore? Will you dive into my sections as your senses seek out more? I command your attention. I demand your respect. Although you may not know exactly from me what you can expect. I am big, but my bang feels small. A macro organism needing more than just one wall. Within our universe, in this tiny time and space, see me fill my little corner with beauty, life, and grace. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
I can sing. Where's everybody?
That was great. You did perfect. That was perfect.
That was good. I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see Dariana dance, but come on, because okay, yeah, sure. Okay. So I just want to give a shout out to my partner who we got together today to finalize the blocking. So I was like, hey, there's a dancer around me. So just had some times, but it was just a collaboration. I gave her the words, she found the moves. I walked into here looking for a piece to do, and I looked at it and I said, that reminds me of me. You know, just a lot of stuff going on and people looking at me going, who are you and what is that? What's that going on with you right there? Oh wow, do you do that too? You know, so I related to this piece a lot. I know you didn't ask that question, but I'm telling you anyway. So, so if you guys have any questions? That was going to be your question? Like, why you chose that piece? Because it's me, kind of. I feel like this sometimes, just out there with eyelashes stretching and dimensions and time and space and the flowy-dowy of life, turning corners like, oh, she just turned a corner. So the unexpected and the layers of all the layers upon layers and pulling back the layers. And I feel that is me.
How did you two decide to work together?
I saw her dancing for another Vision and Verse, and I said, I would like to work with you. And then she said, okay. And so that's how it happened. Hopefully I'll get to see it, and somebody taped it. I didn't get to see the dance because that's awesome. But yeah, we picked the music, or I picked the music, gave it to her, and then she created the dance. And I figured that she understood, as I saw her dance another poem, that she understood how to embody the words with her movement. So.
Can I add something?
Sure.
I'm still a little partial. I just got done moving. But going a little bit deeper into how we collaborated, she did see me interpret for another poet at another event. But the first conversation that we had, we instantly clicked. That performance was one that I was very self-conscious about. And she was the only person in the entire audience that came to me and said that was beautiful. So that meant a lot to me. I'm like tearing up right now.
I know. I am too.
But she was the only one that came to me and said that my performance and my art was beautiful. So when she asked me to work with her and we had like a one-on-one conversation, it was a no-brainer.
Oh, thank you. I didn't. Oh, yes, but yeah. No, she's great. She's great. Yes, Kelly. I mean, that girl in the red. That I may not know or I might have invited here. Yes.
So on your dancing, was it more about the words or the art? Or like which, was it more the art or the words? I know it's kind of tricky, but I'm curious.
So I think going back to, I missed his name, the first poet.
Krantzy.
I feel like how I interpreted his poem was which came first, the chicken or the egg. And I feel like this is the same situation. With my movement, believe it or not, a lot of that was raw. Like I was just kind of moving with the music and allowing Kelly's words to make me feel something. I created a foundation for myself. Like I came up with, sequences of things that I wanted to do, but for the most part, I just felt in the moment. I'm feeling your energy, I'm feeling her energy, I'm feeling the energy of peace, and then it happened.
Yes.
Perfect.
You're great. You're great.
Poet, I don't know, is it more the colors and the texture or the grandness? I mean, I know it's all of it, but was there part of it that struck you more, the grandness that you two need two walls, is it the
Yeah, I think,
you or the...
well, I mean, when you have like, an invitation to look at all of this work and pick one and then write a poem about it in a couple of days so that you could get it to the dancer. It was, I wrote down 3 pieces that I thought I could do, and I just know that I wanted to speak from the arts perspective, which again is my perspective because I am art. I do feel that, and art comes from me. So when I turned the corner and I was like, woo, wow. And then I walked around and I circled back because it called me back. And that's usually how I buy things. If it calls me back, then I buy it. So it called me back, so I wrote about it. And and then I read about the painter or the artist, not a painter. And then I put some more in, and then I just looked at it again, and then I put some more in, and it just kept growing into this very long piece that I don't usually write poems that long because I need to get in and out. But this one required me to say the things that I said and show you the art as I see it. I would love to give this piece to the artist so that she can hear what happened when somebody saw it and felt it like I did. So
I really don't hold too many things, like absolute. I do believe in absolutes, but there's a lot of room for and so I really don't believe in chance. Like maybe like 1%. I don't believe in chance. Yeah, I don't believe in chances. So whether we had a day or whether we had a whole year to write, I think it was the perfect timing. And as Kelly had mentioned, the piece brought you back. The piece, chose me. And I don't want to talk for you, but like I feel, it's the same thing as well. And so, it just aligned with whatever I was in the season that I was in and what I was already consuming, what I was already feeling and thinking. So, yeah.
I know that for every poem I've ever written, the thing that I need the most is a deadline. So, so having a deadline just made the art come. It's like, well, you got to write something. I did, when I was first invited last year, I did look at the artists' websites, and I looked at their art, and I was like, ooh, there's a lot of abstract art, and I like abstract art. I don't like to see faces as much as I like to see shapes and textures. And so I wrote some things about being art and being looked at so you can see some of those pieces or parts in my poem. And then when I got here, I added this piece of art into a poem about art. And that was the way I was able to get it done quickly because I had the foundation. I just needed to put the particulars in.
I guess
you can say that my process, I intentionally did not research the artist. I kind of did the same thing. I came in, I saw this and was like, okay. It brought me back as well.
Yes.
But the landscapes, I've always been a nature lover. So I think that was the reason why those pieces kind of spoke to me. But I wanted my words and my poetry to be my own reaction to it. And I didn't want it to be kind of jaded or sullied by what the artist was intending the piece to be. Because even though we don't intend to be, or intend for those things to find their way into your art, a lot of times it does. So I intentionally didn't research anything about the artist until after I wrote the piece. I think I read some stuff on her last night and saw some of her other works, but it has to speak to you. And those were the pieces that kind of drew me back, because my mother was always a plant lover. So we grew up with a house full of plants. So I've always been a nature girly. So I think that's my approach that I took to writing my piece.
So I just want to give you a comment, because I have a thing about green. Like, I'm always going to bypass it and not take a minute to study it. And when you did your poem, I actually saw all three of those pieces. So that's a testament to your interpretation that allowed me to see the depth of those pieces. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Anyone else have comments or questions for any of the poets?
Yes.
I thought you brilliantly integrated 3D art, human movement, dance, poetry, and music. Knowing the lyrics to that song, I think they fit in with what you were trying to say. I don't know if that was intentional.
No, I didn't know that song had lyrics. Really?
But all those things together remind us that everything has more meaning the more connections we make.
Yes.
You see it alone, it has some meaning, but you see it from different perspectives.
Yeah.
It enhances the meaning of the whole thing. So that was really good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.